I'm black, and I have proof that I'm black. Point 1. My mom used to feed me and my brothers watermelon all summer long.
Black people are not an aesthetic. I want you to really look at me for a second. As a matter of fact, get a full scope of my outfit for a moment. You guys rocking with the fit? You guys like that? Yeah, pretty good pants, huh? Got these from Akira. Yeah, really nice pants. The shirt I got from a girl called Dream Girl. But the pants, that's Akira. Pretty nice fit, huh? Now, upon looking at me, would you assume I'm black? Nah, man, you one of them whitewashed black dudes. I bet you only date white girls, man. I bet you don't even know what. You bet you have 2 parents in the household, huh? I bet you don't even know about making ramen noodles with hot sauce and putting a slice of Kraft singles in there. I bet you don't know nothing about that. I bet you weren't beat by your parents, huh? Bet you weren't beat by your parents. Blackness is not a collection of clothes, slang, music, food, hairstyles, mannerisms, trauma, or economic conditions that somebody can assemble until they have completed the costume of blackness. There's this strange, imaginary blackness living inside people's heads. It has to be a checklist from what I can only imagine as movies, social media, comedy sketches, sports culture, and every stereotype America has recycled for generations. Oh, maybe the black person in your mind plays 2K every night. Maybe he is tall, 6 foot obviously. He is loud, athletic, knows every rap lyric. Or maybe it's a girl and she wears long nails, speak with a certain type of rhythm, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't care about Ray J broke ass. I don't care about him. I don't really care about and can insult somebody with perfect comedic timing. Maybe that's it. Then a real black person walks into the room and then you're like, huh? Okay, well, I gotta think of a new one. You're good at Smash Brothers, aren't you? That must be you, right? Suddenly, everybody wants to question how black a person really is. That's what it is. Oh, you're not really black? I want to be really simple about this, actually. I want to be keeping a stack with you. How do I tell if someone's black? They're black. I'd like to talk about the costumes of blackness that I continually see.
I'm black, and I have proof that I'm black. Point 1. My mom used to feed me and my brothers watermelon all summer long. She would make us go outside and eat it. And then when I would ask her for seconds, she would yell at me because the neighborhood kids hadn't come and got their share yet, and I needed to wait my turn. Point 2. When the pew-pewing started, you only ducked for cover if the pew-pews were happening too close to your house. Now, if it was happening on the block over, you peek your head outside and see who's doing the pew-pewing. They're probably running through the neighbor's house across the street. Okay, you'll see them running through the backyards. Then you figure out who got pew-pewed. Then you tell everybody in the house. But everybody in the house knows that you don't say that when the cops show up. They're gonna come knocking, but you don't know what happened. 3rd, garlic powder, onion powder, and Lowry's seasoning salt. As long as you have those 3 seasonings in your cupboard, you have a really good meal. Oh, and another thing is, this is number 4. My dad was really protective of me. He sheltered me and let my brothers run all around the neighborhood. So that's 4 things. 4 reasons that I know I'm black. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's true, and you can't tell me any different.
People have created this bizarre measurement system where struggle somehow determines the depth of someone's blackness. If you grew up poor, shared a bedroom, had the lights turned off, ate struggle meals, wore hand-me-downs, watched your parents stretch $20 across an entire week. Oh, we had $20, and people treat you as more authentically black. If you grew up in a quiet suburb, had 2 parents, went to a good school, traveled, spoke carefully, and never worried about food, people might have to start acting suspicious about you. Oh, you're sheltered. Oh, you talk white. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, were you really raised around black people? Name every black person on earth right now. This is wildly racist and ignorant because it turns blackness into a competition of suffering. It suggests that black people become more legitimate through deprivation, as though poverty is our natural habitat and stability is some form of, racial betrayal. Oh, you made it out the hood. That don't mean you black, cut. That mean you black. You ain't black for real. Being poor is not the same thing as being black.
Gave me a steak in the cup out of it. This right here is exclusive. This right here gonna be the first song on the deluxe, motherfucker.
I think people have taken the shared collective trauma of black history and tried to, measure whatever that shared trauma may be for them when they don't understand it. You know how difficult it is for me to explain AAVE to people because they keep using it wrong? It's so agitating. And I just want to point this out. Plenty of people of every race have eaten ramen noodles with hot sauce and a slice of Kraft cheese. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of people have their water shut off. That's what it is. They slept on couches, watched their parents choose which bill will go unpaid, shared hardship between each other. That's what a lot of people have done that. It doesn't mean you automatically just, get an inward pass because you struggled a bit more. I don't really grasp that. I'm going to explain a few AAVE terms real fast because I feel like doing that at this part of the video. Please do not misuse these in the future because I'm going to explain them to you right now. I'm just gonna do 3. Wolf ticket. He's selling wolf tickets. What does that mean? It's a reference to the boy who cried wolf. Now, it means somebody is lying. Oh yeah, he slept with old Shotty, but you know what I'm saying? I think he's selling wolf tickets for real. Wolf ticket. You're woofing. You're selling a wolf ticket. You are telling lies. That is what it means. You're handing them out. That's what a wolf ticket is. You the birthday. Now, this is not you are the birthday. It is you the birthday. Because you are the main subject. It is taking out the fluff of the entire thing. It is an angering statement. It is usually done in love or hate. It can be either or. If you say you the birthday, oh, you the birthday today, look at you all fantastic. It's endearing and mocking at the same time. Same as calling somebody big head, because when we call somebody big head, babies have big heads. What's up, big head? What's going on, big head? Babies have big heads. That's saying you are my baby. Same way through. Big head means baby. It's an endearing term. What's going on, big head? Boom. Baby, you're my baby. Simple as that. Simple that way. Same with you the birthday. It's an endearing term, but it can also be used to demonize somebody by as an insult. A lot of black AAVE terms are also insults and terms of endearment amongst close personal friend groups because black people get a riffing against each other. Now I'm going to get into the last one for you. Shotty. SHAWTY. Specifically, this spelling has a few meanings in it. So shoddy is girls are usually shorter than men. So shoddy, you short. Boom. My ride or die. Boom. Passenger seat. Shotgun. You call shoddy shotgun. Boom. When you get in the passenger seat. That's exactly what it is. It's a double meaning with the word. It's double meaning on top of each other. That's how the AAVE is used. That's how it is. All AAVE has meanings such as this variety. All of them have that. Every single one of them has it. I can explain every single one of them, but I refuse to do that because I'm not letting you use all the terms, because there's many secret AAV terms that black people use amongst other black people, because whenever AAV is used in public, it becomes Gen Z slang.
Gen Zs are genuinely big bags, because why does all of our slang have to do with food? I mean, you cooked, you ate and left no crumbs, you slayed, give me the tea. I mean, is the economy that bad? Are we hungry? Is that why?
Such an obsession with accents, I've discovered. It's so strange to me.
Hey, Chicago, you flattered me. I know y'all must have heard I was coming back home and you decided to act like it was summertime. You feel amazing out there. I'm not tripping. I don't mind it at all, but come Christmas, I need it white. Okay, I'm trying to play in the snow.
All right, Pop. She's a 10, but she only listens to rap music.
She's a 2. She's an 8, but she's always late for everything.
Oh my God, Dad. Bro, she's a 1. I can't stand that.
Now, I'd like to point something out. My dad was born in Barbados, then he moved to New Orleans. My mother is Arabic and black. Her dad was Arabic and her mother was black. I was born in Egypt. For the first 8 years of my life, I was raised in Egypt without my parents. I was homeless in Egypt as an orphan. Then I came over to America, found my parents through the system, which is really cool. Very happy to found my parents through that. And then I was basically Americanized, right? 8 to now, I've been in America, right? I was first a foreigner, then I came to America later. I have a slight tang in my accent that I try to hide with me putting on an American accent, and this is how I speak. That's it. That's the entirety of it. That's the reality of it. That's my accent. I'm not less black because I was born somewhere else. I still have all the horrifying experiences that you say make me blacker, right? Anyways, back to AAVE, because people hear AAVE and think, oh, this is so cool and confident, entertaining. They exaggerate the pronunciation of words, change their posture, throw in phrases that people barely understand, and suddenly you're performing a fictional black character for an audience. Then they turn around and call an actual black person, I'm blacker than you, bro. I'll struggle more. I speak blacker than you. You know what I'm saying? I speak blacker than you. No, brother, I'm black. You're copying this caricature of a human being in a comedic way almost. It's almost blackface to an extent. It's almost blackface.
Go on. Those skinny jeans ain't making you look young. Nah, these got riz. Store man said they slay. No cap. That haircut's still mid. Barber said the fade is bussin'. He said it 8. You really out here using our words wrong? I'm just trying to keep up with the young crowd. Period. Come sit.
AAVE is a legitimate dialect with history, patterns, grammar, regional variations, cultural timings. It is not broken English. It is not some downloadable personality pack. Using a few phrases does not make someone black, while refusing to use them does not make a black person less black. There are so many black people who just refuse to say the N-word. And that's fine. That's okay. Well, it's your right to say the N-word. They feel like it's dehumanizing. That doesn't make them less black. That's their decision to not say the N-word. It's their decision. And the same thing happens with music. Oh my God, the same thing happens with fashion. The same thing happens with hair and attitude. So I wear an afro at all points in time, and I moisturize my afro and take care of it. And people say, man, that's the blackest hair you could possibly wear. That's the blackest hair you could possibly wear, right? I was listening to Polyphia. I love Polyphia. Polyphia is one of my favorite bands. And I was listening to Owl City, and they said, oh, this ain't black music. This music ain't black. I thought you listened to like Joey Badass, right? I thought you listened to him. Or maybe you listen to Jid or Dreamville. You know what I mean? Or maybe you listen to Kendrick Lamar or Drake. I said, just because I listen to rap or not listen to rap doesn't make me more or less black. Feels like somebody has to buy Jordans or wear do-rag, date other black people specifically is what it is. You know what's crazy about this whole thing? For a large part of my life, I didn't trust any other race besides black people upon dating because I grew up around only black people. So naturally, I didn't want to date other people because I thought we couldn't make children. I didn't meet my first, mixed race person until I was 10 years old. And then I was like, oh, we can make children. Like, I didn't know that. I thought it was like, I thought it was like different species of people because I thought race was different races. I thought it was literally different races. Like the human race, the fish race. I thought it was a literal different race. I didn't know that. It was very strange. I was using literal definitions like an idiot. Gotta learn how to cook soul food to be black. You don't know soul food, you ain't black. If another person sees a quiet black kid who likes anime, rocks music, theater, gardening, or classical piano, hold up a second. You're missing essential black ingredients. Where's the crime? DeMarcus, this doesn't seem black. It doesn't make any sense. Your thinking is so narrow, it punishes black people for having individual interests. Everything we enjoy gets turned into evidence in this strange, I can only describe it as a racial trial. Oh, you're too nerdy, or you're acting white, too emotional, you're too dramatic, you're too calm. You are disconnected. Too successful, and you forgot where you came from. If you're too poor, suddenly everybody says you're an example of authentic black struggling. If you're too poor, that's authentic black struggling. Black people are allowed to have two-parent homes. I'm allowed to inherit money. Black people can attend private school. They can live in gated communities. They can speak 3 languages. They can play hockey, love country music, hate basketball, have absolutely no idea how to play 2K. However, every black person's seen Dragon Ball Z. It's in our DNA. Just in case you couldn't tell, that's called a joke. I don't know if you know what a joke is, by the way. Never know if you heard a joke before. On the internet, it seems that you can't tell what a joke is, so I'm specifying right now, it's a joke. You need toe indicators because you can't figure out context clues and you don't know grammar because you're stupid. We are also allowed to grow up in chaos in public housing, single-parent homes, in violent neighborhoods, or deep poverty without having those experiences turned into entertainment or proof of our racial legitimacy. Neither life makes someone blacker. They are different lives lived by black people. The experience is enormous, regional, generational, international, political, religious, economic, very, very personal. A black person from Detroit, Lagos, Toronto, Kingston, London, Atlanta, rural Mississippi may share certain connections while living completely different dimensions of reality. That's exactly what it means to be black. It's whatever it means to be black is what it means to be black is what it means to be black, by the way. Worst thing too is that the worst thing to me is what makes these stereotypes especially cruel is that they often come from inside the community too. Do you know how many times I have been called a any idea? Often a lot. Online they hear me speak. They say, oh my goodness, man, I see that you're dating a white girl now when you've only dated black people before, but right now, you're betraying your race. I hear this all the time. It happens every day. Oh, it's disgusting. I hate every single second of it. You know what's horrifying about my life? Well, what sucks about this entire thing? When I grew up, I was a Crip. Just want to point that out. I was a gangbanger. When I grew up, it sucked. Hate every single second of it. I was selling illicit substances. I was taking copper from houses. I was doing horrible, evil, vitriolic things throughout most of my childhood. That's what I was doing. Held people at the end of a firearm. I've just been doing wild things my whole life, right? I've been in and out the system many a time, right? But I don't look like it. I don't look like I've done it. Oh, you look homosexual. You look gay. You look too carefree. You don't look dangerous at all. When I think of a gangbanger, I think of this. This is what I think of. I don't think of this. I think of this. because this is the only idea of a gangbanger in history. This is the only way a gangbanger can possibly look. You don't talk like a gangbanger. You don't talk like one. You're crazy. You're insane. You don't know black people, is what I've discovered. You're just using an aesthetic and using that as the basis for what you judge people off of. It's gross. I've seen so many people get mocked for their voice, hobbies, education, their partner, their clothes, their neighborhood, or even their friend group. And sometimes the mockery comes from this pain, I think. People see a black person who had access to safety and interpret that safety as a rejection of the culture. I think that's a big thing that happens. They confuse this privilege with disloyalty and struggle with a deep authenticity of blackness. We should be able to discuss class differences, colorism, cultural distance, unequal access, without this pretending that hardship produces a purer form of blackness. We can acknowledge that black people have different communities, and with community, like we just have to understand that. I think we have to understand that. Makes it even worse. I'm like 5'6", 5'7", around that range. I'm gonna say 5'6", make it easier for everybody. I'm not a very tall black man, to be quite honest with you. I'm 160 pounds. I have a lot of muscle on me. I'm 5'6". That's where I'm at. And it makes it difficult to exist in this hierarchy of blackness. Because blackness is not something that you can actively perform to receive an applause. It is not an aesthetic mood board, a dialect challenge, a deep poverty story. It's not a playlist or a body type or a collection of so many different stereotypes. Black people do not owe anyone a recognizable version of blackness. We do not have to entertain you, educate you, struggle so beautifully. Oh, the black woman struggles so good. Oh, I love watching black suffering. Precious is such a good movie. Oh my God, it's so fun. We don't have to speak comfortably for you or prove that we belong to ourselves. A black person can be awkward, can be wealthy, can be broke, can be suburban, can be hood, can be scholarly, can be unserious. Hell, a black person can be conservative. Most black Christians are, to be quite honest with you. They can be a black radical. They can be religious. They can be an atheist, loud, quiet, athletic, disabled, masculine, feminine, strange, boring, brilliant. They can be confused about all this. The common thread is not performance. The common thread is that they are black. That's it. Just so dumb. It's so dumb. I hate this. It's so dumb.
Being black, every day you wake up with some terrible news. Straight wake up, your grandma call you, yeah, my lights off. You can send me some money for my lights. The next day you straight wake up, yeah, your uncle passed out and hit his head. He in the hospital. The next day, yeah, bitch, I just went to jail. Bitch, you can send me some money, bitch. I got arrested, man. That shit bud. Every day. The next day you straight wake up, yeah, babe, I ain't gonna lie, arrest. I don't know how we gonna pay the rent. We might have to find somewhere else to, man, God, can't catch a break. It's meant for me to be a douchebag. And it don't be no other option. You just gotta look up. You don't got nowhere to go, nowhere to turn to. You just gotta look up, saying, I already know this the way it gotta go, huh? My life horrible as a, let's face it.
Well, anyways, thank you so much for checking out my video. If you want to see videos similar to this, I release one of these every single day around 6 p.m. EST. Would appreciate if you guys join my Patreon. I added a $1 tier, $2 tier, a $3 tier, and a $4 tier. And there's a bunch of other tiers below, depending on how much you want to donate monthly. Keeps videos like this pumping out. Also, it helps with my other channels, because I have 3 other channels. Just got a lot of other channels going on. Every day a video gets released on every single channel. So I just would appreciate it. If not, that's okay. I'm happy you enjoyed the video. Thanks for being here. Hopefully you like, comment, subscribe. You want to see content similar to this. With that being said, one more final announcement. I'll be at YomaCon at the end of October. YomaCon is an anime convention in Detroit, Michigan. Would appreciate it if you guys popped up, showed out, and showed some love and support for me. Would very much appreciate that. But if not, that's quite alright. It's your decision. I'm not going to judge you. But with that being said, I've been me, and I'm out. Peace. Bye.
might be my loyalty's low. Ooh, happy to try what you need. Your world, I love to live in it. Ooh, I love the ride when you're free.